Masters Week, and who better to talk to than a man who won the tournament 3 times. Nick Faldo, thanks for joining us.
Sure.
The first one in 1989 in a playoff. I remember we've talked about this, you and I, before, but in between rounds, there was rain delay. You had to finish your 3rd round. You switched putters.
Oh, yeah.
What did you do and why?
Well, it's funny, I had that putter, it was old TPA 18, and I was putting with it at the Honda with Ken Brown. It actually was Ken Brown's putter, and I picked this thing up and messed it. I said, oh, that's nice. And he said, well, I don't like it. So I tried it for a little while, and I quite liked this thing. And then I went to the Masters with this, because everybody had putted so well with the older Cushnet bullseyes. And I thought, maybe I need a Cushnet bullseye to make some putts. Well, I wasn't making any putts on that Saturday. I missed a couple of easy ones, finished badly. That Sunday morning, finishing the 3rd round, I went out there with the goal of finishing 2 under for the last 6, and I finished 2 over, so I was livid. And so I went to the putting green, got this other putter, and started slapping a few down there, and I thought, okay, why not? The other one I'd given up on, and then hold the 3 greatest putts of my life, down 16, 17, and 11 in the playoff. You couldn't replicate those 3 ever again. So that putter then won me 3 majors. So it was quite a gem.
1 year later, you do it again at Augusta, this time against Raymond Floyd. What's the big memory from that one?
Well, quite a few, because you go there to defend, and I managed to trick myself in my mind, because I was getting a little wound up, trying to go to defend, and I thought, no, just forget it, just go and win another one. So that kind of helped me. Got there, and I was doing nicely, and I had a very good weekend. I started off slow. I think I was 6 back after 2 rounds, and shot 66 on the Saturday. And then I'm playing with Jack on the Sunday, so it's very cool. And lots to remember. I doubled the first, took 6 down the first, and then luckily I said, well, I've just got to make 4 down the second, and I did. So if I hadn't done that, who knows? It might not be the same story. And then dreamt I was going to make a 2 at 16, and I did. And that got me back in the playoff. And then I think what was good, I hit a really good bunker shot. And I think, to me, that kind of sent the message to Ray that the fact that I got up and down, that I was all right. But then, so I think he rushed his second shot. By the time I got to the ball, I literally looked at him around, I went, oh. And I honestly said, bloody hell, he's already hit it. And it's in the water. And then now you've got to, lag it down there. I had a really good little half 8 iron, really controlled one, and a great lag putt, and wow, I've won again. In it, so. And
then 96, people were already fitting Greg Norman for that green jacket, but you still believe. What kept you motivated that you could do it?
Because unfortunately, we've all watched the history of the Masters, because it's there every year, and that guys have either stormed through from 3 back on the back 9, or somebody's fallen over with a 3-shot lead. And so I knew that was my game plan. I thought, if I get within 3 after 9, well, then it's anybody's ball game. And it all unfolded just like that. I got within 3, and then Greg obviously gave me more down 10 and 11. So I knew he was really struggling down those 2. And then crumbs, by the time we got to the 12 tee, we're tied. And then all of a sudden, it's wow, really nervy. And I walked off the 12. He's down giving me another 2. And I'm thinking, cripes, this is now mine to lose. And then we had the great moment down 13, the second shot was great, because on TV it looks, we came into it in the commentary, and we were making it sound that, I didn't know what I was doing, there was indecision and all that sort of thing. But what happened was that I'd carried one of those tiny little 5-woods all week, the old Persimmon 5-wood with the old brass sole plate. And in every practice round, we dropped a ball at 215 yards. That's all I could hit it, and I hit his thing on the green. So I haven't used it all week. And then finally, there we are on the Sunday, I've now got 215 yards to the middle of the green. So I take the club out, put it down, and very difficult to describe the banking of that fairway, isn't it? Because your ball's above your feet, but you're on a downhill lie, and it's a twisting. It's like the banking of Daytona. It's coming, isn't it, round. So I put the club down, and it won't sit. It's going left, right, and I'm going, all right, that's enough of that. Threw that back in the bag, and I'd always say to Fanny, I'm all right, I'm okay, let's start again. So we did all our maths again. And I said, well, if I can belt a 2-iron, even if it comes up short, I thought I'd be all right. Because I knew the water was even down on the creek. I thought, if I hit the bank, I'll be okay. So I nailed it. You know, that was some strike to hit a 2-iron off that lie, and because, you know, the grass is quite thin down there in those days. It was a very emotional day for everybody. I mean, it was a different atmosphere, of course, because of the way that the crowd were reacting. But I've still got to do my thing. You know, I wanted to win, and so you just put your head down and really grind hard, and that's all I did.
It was one of the great final rounds in major championship history. 3 green jackets. Nick Faldo, thank you for your time.
Sure, pleasure.
For Golfweek.com, I'm Adam Schupak.